with the help from the other side, I do an analysis of near-death experience. Okay, so here we go. Somebody gets something bad happens to them, and their body doesn't work anymore, and medically they're flatlined. You know, there's no response from their brain. There's no brain waves. The heart doesn't beat. Apparently there's no blood circulation. I'm not a doctor and all that, so I don't really know. But their just body doesn't work. They're dead. Okay, there they are. They're dead. Now, while all this is going on, the soul is very busy. The soul often reports, oh, I watched the doctors thrash around trying to get me back to life, you know, doing the electrical shocks or, you know, trying injections of this and injections of that. They were trying to save me. I watched them do that. My wife had the experience of watching a hospital staff open drawers trying to find the antidote to that iodine dye that they put in you when they do an x-ray, you know, to have things show up. She had a kidney, really serious kidney illness, and she died. And she went up and was, you know, looking down on the table where her body was, and the various technicians in the room, the nurses were there. What drawer? No, try that. What drawer? Hurry up, we don't have much time. She watched all that. Okay, fortunately they brought her back, for which I'm very grateful. Okay, so the soul's very busy. The soul watches what's going on. The soul watches. Sometimes the soul actually hears. The soul goes on and encounters friends and relatives in heaven, you know, even pets. Just like people say who die and then, you know, communicate back by, say, automatic writing or through a medium. But what, 10 minutes? Really? Okay, thank you. That's nice to know. Okay? The soul does all of these things. Okay? Now, when the soul reanimates the soul through the body begins to report what all the soul did. Now, see, I said the soul watches. The medical staff try to bring the person back to life. The soul has eyes to see. The soul hears. The soul hears conversations with heavenly spiritual beings who counsel the soul on what's going on and what they need to do. Does the soul have ears to hear? Does the soul have a rational brain so it can reason out what's going on? The soul remembers all of this. So when the body is reanimated and the life goes on, the soul can describe what happened in quite detail. So the soul has senses. Eyes to see, ears to hear, even olfactory. I smelled beautiful fragrances. I heard music. Maybe there was a sense of touch. There's a description of it being cool. Sometimes, you know, cool air. So the soul has all these senses. It turns out that the senses that we have in our body that do these things are analogies for what senses the soul has, powers the soul has. The soul has powers way beyond that. But it's powers that the soul has. Okay? So we are the physical manifestation, of an entity of which we don't know enough, that has all of these abilities that we associate with our body. Somebody needs to stand up and ask, well, what do we need with eyes if the soul has eyes? Now, when I was teaching, sometime I tried to sign a kid to stand up and ask that question. You know, it's craziness. Okay. Yeah. Well, he's busy. Okay. So anyway, what do we need with eyes, ears, touch, taste? This is how we check on how we're doing. When we're creating our world, like right here, we wouldn't want to create this to be like, the way my wife keeps the house at 68 degrees. So I'd have to run and get a jacket. We don't want to do that. So we create the atmosphere as something that's we like. And our senses say, okay, I like this. Okay? Or if, for instance, I made this shirt really way too red, or maybe it was just really shiny red, just obnoxious, okay, then I have to say, well, you need to tone that down. So our senses keep up with what we are creating and try to make it be what should be within the time and culture of where we are at the time. And we do all of this collectively.